International Space Station.
Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla is all set for a Ghar Wapasi.
Spacecrafts, and they're going into.
After spending 18 days on board the International Space Station, the second Indian to ever be in space is finally set to return to Earth on Tuesday. At precisely 4:45 p.m. Indian Standard Time, the Dragon capsule of the Axiom Mission 4 undocked and began its journey back to Earth. After a 22-hour-long journey, Shuk, along with astronauts Peggy Whitson, Slavoj Wisniewski and Tibor Kapu, will splash down off the coast of California in the Pacific Ocean at around 3 p.m. on July 15th.
Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla undocked with the Axiom 4 crew earlier today at about 4:30 p.m. in the evening. He has a 22-hour-long journey in front of him and will splash down in the Pacific Ocean tomorrow at around 3 p.m. Now, this is going to be a long journey because it's not a straight drive from the International Space Station to Earth. The space station at the moment is when the undocking happened, was orbiting Earth at an altitude of about 400 kilometers above the planet. It was going on at a speed of about 28,000 kilometers per hour. So all these orbital parameters, the orbital dynamics, go into the planning of the return flight for the entire Dragon spacecraft. Tomorrow, what we are expecting is, now that the undocking has happened, the X4 Dragon capsule has moved away from the International Space Station. There's going to be a medical checkup earlier tomorrow by the SpaceX team of all the 4 astronauts, how they are doing in space now that they have undocked from the space station. They have been on the space station for about 18 days. Doing multiple research experiments. About 60 experiments from 31 countries were gone. Once the medical checkup is complete, the final descent phase will begin. A deorbit maneuver will be performed by the Dragon spacecraft, where it will slow down the spacecraft from its extreme speed of over 28,000 kilometers per hour. After that, the trunk of the Dragon spacecraft will be jettisoned. This trunk contains solar panels that were charging it, and then the spacecraft will go on internal power. Once that happens and the deorbit burn is successful, the final re-entry will happen. Now, re-entry in itself is one of the most challenging things to be conducted in space travel due to the thick layer of the atmosphere above Earth. Once the Dragon spacecraft enters the atmosphere, it's going to be developing extreme heat on the heat shield. The friction will even lead to a communication blackout between the Dragon spacecraft and the mission control on the ground. Once they enter the atmosphere and cross that crucial phase, everything is going to happen in a matter of minutes. The drogue chutes will come out, the primary drogue chutes will come out that will eventually slow down the Dragon spacecraft. After that, 4 big primary drogues will be deployed, and that's when the final splashdown will happen in the Pacific Ocean. Now, NASA and SpaceX are hoping that the splashdown happens at 3 p.m., but we'll be monitoring all the weather updates from the region, because high winds are a big no-no for when it comes to splashdown. So if all is clear, if all is green, the Dragon spacecraft will initiate that deorbit burn and the final splashdown will happen. So all eyes will now be on that deorbit burn and the final splashdown at about 3 p.m. India Pacific time. So Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla was initially launched on a 14-day mission, which has extended to about 18 days now. It's the 19th day that he undocked from the International Space Station. Now, while this might sound not a long duration for space travel, it does have its toll. For instance, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, it was his first trip to not just to the International Space Station, but to space. So eventually, when he arrived in space, he did feel some discomfort. However, he did say that after 2 to 3 days, he adjusted to the zero gravity life on the space station. Now, he was part of multiple researches which actually focused on how zero gravity affects the human body, which includes how the human body adapts to living without gravity, how the bone mass is lost, how the muscle density is affected in zero gravity for over 15 days to 18 days. Now, we also have to understand that astronaut Sunita Williams, who was previously on the space station before Shubhanshu Shukla, had an 8-month-long extended mission which had a big toll on her physical body. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, once he lands, once he splashes down, is going to go through a rehabilitation program. ISRO did confirm to us that it's going to be a 7-day rehabilitation program where they will slowly readjust to life on Earth, to life in gravity. So it's going to be a new learning for not just Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla but the Indian Space Research Organization as well. One thing which is very interesting is that the flight surgeons, part of the Gaganyaan mission from ISRO, have been keeping a track of all the health records, all the health updates from the International Space Station. So they also have been learning from Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's entire mission, and once he returns to Earth and shares that experience, it's going to further strengthen India's own Gaganyaan mission.
Before bidding farewell to International Space Station, Shuk paid tribute to India from space,
It has been made amazing or incredible because of the
echoing the iconic statement by the man who conquered space before him, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma.
ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है आपको?
जी मैं बगैर किसी झिझक के कह सकता हूँ कि सारे जहां से अच्छा।
आज का भारत कॉन्फिडेंट दिखता है, आज का भारत गर्व से पूर्ण दिखता है, और इन्हीं सब कारणों की वजह से मैं एक बार फिर से कह सकता हूँ कि आज का भारत अभी भी सारे जहां से अच्छा दिखता है।
A billion plus Indians are now eagerly awaiting Shuk's return, including his very proud family.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि अब इतने दिनों के बाद बच्चा वापस आ रहा है, तो बहुत अच्छी फीलिंग है, बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही है बच्चे को वापस आने को सुन के।
बहुत अच्छी अनुभूति है, हम लोगों को बड़ी खुशी है कि उनका ये मिशन अच्छी तरह पूरा हो गया और आज अनडॉकिंग हो जाएगी, तो कल ये वापसी की जो है।
वो हमेशा से बहुत इंक्विजिटिव रहे हैं, उनको बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने का मन करता है, तो उनको बहुत अच्छा लगता है। वो नई चीज़ें वो जो देख रहे थे, वो उसको इतना एक्साइटमेंट के साथ हमसे शेयर कर रहे थे, हमको बता रहे थे कि देखो यहाँ मैं सोता हूँ, यहाँ मैं खाना खाता हूँ, इस विंडो से मुझे विजन दिखता है, एंड ये मेरा वर्क प्लेस है। बहुत एक्साइटमेंट उनके चेहरे पे और वो खुशी दिख रही थी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स वो एक्साइटमेंट जब वो किसी बच्चे में रहेगा तो उसकी फैमिली मेंबर्स को तो अच्छा लगेगा ही लगेगा।
Among ISRO's chosen Gaganyaan candidates, Shuk's journey was part of a private mission. But his success marks a huge leap for India's manned spaceflight program. Bureau Report, India Today.